Effects of mobile phones on teenagers. There is no doubt that a mobile phone is a handy tool. It eases communication with colleagues, friends, and relatives. But every technology that provides such benefits comes with a set of negative impacts. The impact of mobile phones on youth and society is immense. It is this area that requires attention when you are giving your teen a cell phone. Here's how cell phones affect teenagers. 10 harmful side effects of mobile phones on teenagers. Parents may consider giving their teenagers mobile phones for security purposes. However, the possible misuse and other side effects of mobile phones on teenagers are not unknown. While it does serve the purpose of being aware of your child's whereabouts, it is important to consider the adverse effects and health risks of mobile phones on teens. According to a survey conducted by the Pew Research Center, about 785 of all teens between ages 12 and 17 have mobile phones. 1. It is a common sight these days to see a group of teens standing together but having no conversation and being involved in themselves. Teenagers use their mobile phones to call their parents and do other good and bad things. About 1 in 4 teenagers have access to the internet, far more than adults. Scroll through the post to know whether or not cell phones are good for teens, the negative impacts of cell phones, and tips on safe usage of mobile phones. 1. Teen tendinitis, TTT. Teen tendinitis, side effects of mobile phones. Save image. Shutterstock. Excess messaging can lead to teen tendinitis, TTT. Besides the common signs of neck pain and posture problems, it also causes pain in the hands and back. According to a 5-year cohort study, excessive cell phone usage is known to result in musculoskeletal disorders such as tendinitis and first carpometacarpal arthritis in the forearm and thumb. 2. Stress. Having a cell phone will tempt your teen to spend all day talking or texting instead of doing productive things. Studies have proven that teens who spend too much of their time with their cell phones are more prone to stress, anxiety, and depression. Research has also found that excessive use of smartphones may result in an increased risk of mental health problems. 3. Sleep loss. Most teens keep their cell phones nearby while sleeping to respond to texts and calls and remain reachable around the clock. This may lead to sleep disturbances and interruptions. Studies have found that teenagers who use cell phones after the lights out experienced increased tiredness. Also, college students who use cell phones after the onset of sleep are reported to be awake an extra 46 minutes per week. 4. Moreover, the blue light emitted by the phone screens is believed to lower the levels of melatonin, thus interrupting the sleep cycle. 4. Accidents. Using phone while driving can cause accidents. Save image. Shutterstock. Teens tend to attend calls and text while driving, which is proven to be dangerous. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, teens are more likely to be distracted than drivers of any other age. 5. So, using a cell phone while driving should be a strict no. 5. Anxiety. Relying on texting as a primary mode of communication can increase anxiety in teens. Texting is instantly gratifying, but it also produces anxiety. The instant reply by a friend can bring joy and elation. But in case of delayed response or no response, this same pleasure can turn into disappointment. Also, cell phone addiction can turn into an obsession to check messages and reply immediately and lead to social isolation and a poor academic performance. It may also increase anxiety by creating an illusion that they had received a message even when there was no message, making them frequently check their phones. 3. A Pew Research Center survey involving teens aged 13 and 17 revealed that 44% of teenagers check their phones as soon as they are awake, and about 56% of the teens linked the absence of their mobile phone with loneliness, being upset, or feeling anxious. Additionally, girls were found to be more likely to feel lonely or anxious without their cell phones. 6. Risk of cancer. Although there's no clear evidence of the relationship between cell phone use and cancer, there are some statistically significant associations in some people. Data collected from 5 European countries have shown an increased risk of acoustic neuroma in those who have used a cell phone for 10 or more years. However, at the same time, the radiation from cell phones is believed to be too low to cause any damage to the DNA and may only result in heating of the body area in contact with the cell phone. 7. Cyberbullying. According to a study conducted on 13 to 18-year-olds by Cox Communications, 15% of children had been cyberbullied online, 10% had been cyberbullied by cell phone, and 5% had cyberbullied another person through a cell phone. According to a survey, cyberbullying makes teenagers sad and unwilling to attend school. This study has also found that children who are cyberbullied have a higher risk of psychosomatic problems, such as frequent headaches, problems falling asleep, a higher rate of anxiety, and depression. 7. Cyberbullying is much more difficult to identify than physical bullying as it tends to be more invisible. Also, the perpetrators can hide behind the anonymity offered by the internet. 8. False prestige. The latest developments in cell phones have made it easy for teenagers to access any information. Most of the things projected on social media and the internet may not be accurate, but teenagers who are naive, at their age, might take them seriously and get influenced. This might lead them to live in a fantasy world and develop false prestige. Some may also resort to crimes to fulfill their fantasies. 9. Obesity. Constant usage of cell phones may also cause obesity in teenagers. According to a study conducted by Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health, teens who spend more hours a day on cell phones are more likely to become obese. The study further says that teens who spend more than 5 hours a day in front of screens are 43% more likely to get less sleep or exercise, resulting in obesity. 10. Vision problems. Increased use of cell phones is said to cause vision problems in teenagers. As per a study conducted on 30 medical students, 83% of them were found to have cell phone vision syndrome. The symptoms of eye strain may include stress, redness, burning sensation, blurred vision, and dry eyes. 9. Excessive usage of cell phones surpasses their usefulness and creates new problems in teenagers. While you may not stop your teenager from using a cell phone, it is possible to limit the usage by establishing some ground rules. Thanks for watching PLS. Like and subscribe our channel.